go. That's if you don't know what this is a broom. And, the things that you do with this, you sweep things. And that's what the Phillies just did. They swept the Nationals. The team that put on Twitter couple weeks ago when we first played them, beating Philadelphia isn't as hard as Philadelphians say. Yeah, they haven't beaten us once this year. They're like 0-6, 0-5. I think they are 0-6. They stink. They're 12-23. We're 18-15. Thank God that we're playing them right now because they're awful. I mean, sweepy, sweep. Because they're bad. They are not winning, and they had a few mistakes yesterday that actually cost them the game, including the last one. They also had 2 errors. But the Phillies win this one 6-5 in extra innings. Just seems like Philadelphia teams just love to get my heart racing, just love to kill me on the inside, and take it into overtime and extra innings and, do everything else in the sports world. But to get things started off, they win. We're 18-15. What can we say? We're second place in the NL East. And, from, last couple weeks ago till now, we are a much better team. And it's kind of funny that we just went on a 9-10, span. We were 9 of 10. Bryce Harper actually said 10 games ago, we have to go on a run. We have to go like 9 of 10 or something like that. And that's exactly what we did. Thank God. And, it's kind of weird because before he said that, Harper and JT were seriously on fire. I mean, they couldn't not hit. And since he said that, he's been a little quiet. I mean, he's struggling a little bit. Actually, both of them left, the bases juiced. But what can you say? The other guys on the team are getting it done. And that's all you can ask. That's all you can ask for this team to do as a whole is actually get hits. And that's what they did. So, to get things started, JT, 1 of 5, but he scored 3 times. And I don't know how he scored 3 times if he only got 1 hit and no walks. But I'm not too sure about that. Honestly, kind of confusing. Didi, 2 hits, 2 for 3. Can't argue that. I mean, can't be upset of that with a walk. Segura had a walk. The bats weren't really on fire today as they have been of late. We did have 10 hits, but so did they. Eflin did struggle a little bit towards the end of his start. He pitched 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned, 5 strikeouts, and allowed a home run. He also has a 4.45 ERA as of right now. Then David Phelps came in, pitched 2/3 of an inning, struggled, allowed a home run, 1 earned, 3 hits. Hunter came in, pitched 2/3 of an inning, allowed a walk, and got a strikeout, no earned. Romero, no earned. He is on fire. He is not allowed a run, knock on wood, all year so far since he's pitched. I know it's not been a lot, but it is still something. Neris comes in, strikes out the side, and then Blake Parker gets the win. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Can't complain. We only allowed 10 hits in 10 innings, pitched 5 earned, and we had a combined 12 strikeouts between all of us. Again, cannot complain. The home runs in this game were Rhys Hoskins again. He had one in the 3rd against Anibal Sanchez. That's his 7th on the season. Rhys has been on fire. He's been on fire. Rhys has been on fire, and that is exactly what we needed. He started off the season awful. Basically on the same pace as Scott Kingery, a little bit better, but he was awful. He was absolutely horrendous, but he has found his swing. Thank God. He's batting .269 now. He's almost batting the same as Harper. He almost has the best batting average on the team, which, that's good. About time. But, I want to see Harper and Realmuto start hitting again. Their average has dropped a lot, but they still have very good OPS, on-base percentage, all of that. They are still among the league leaders, let alone, the team leaders in on-base percentages and everything like that. Andrew Knapp came in, got an RBI, sac fly. Gregorius, actually, my bad. The team was 1 of 10 with runners in scoring position. That cannot happen. We left 10 guys on base today. It was awful. I mean, honestly, we allowed a lot of runs and stuff that we should not. Like, we did not score as much as we should have against this team. This team is not that good, but what are you going to do? We got the win. That's really all you can ask for. By the way, this game ended in a walk-off. Obviously, it was, in extras. Alec Bohm gets the walk-off sacrifice fly with JT on third. Beautiful sequence and, ways to get him over and in. That's literally what happened. Didi came up, bunted JT over, and then you had something else happen. I forget what else happened, but Bohm hit a sac fly into shallow center. Honestly, I don't know how JT really scored. He should have been out. I forget who it was. I think it was like Robles. Yeah, Robles just didn't do what he was supposed to do. He just came in too far up on the ball, and he messed up. But I'm not complaining. We got the win. That's all I asked for. That's all I wanted. Bruce, 0 of 3. Like, I'm telling you, we didn't have the greatest of outings. But Didi had 2 hits. He scored, got an RBI. Hoskins obviously got an RBI and a walk. He was 1 of 4. Roman Quinn was 0 of 5. That can't happen. He also struck out once and left 6 guys on base. That was a team high. Bruce, 0 of 3, as I just said, with a walk. Boom. 3 singles and a walk. Or actually, no, he didn't walk. No, 3 singles. He had 3 singles on the day. And 1 RBI, and it was the game-winning RBI. Definitely not complaining. And Andrew Knapp, 2 for 3 with a strikeout. He's batting .458 this year. Andrew Knapp we're talking about, not JT. We're talking about Andrew Knapp, who always catches for Eflin. But honestly, you might have to look into getting Knapp some DH, opportunities here. Because his bat is hot right now. I mean, keep him going. Because why not? Why not? Honestly. If the guy's hitting, Gosselin has kind of calmed down a little bit. But, when one guy's down, another guy steps up. That's how deep this team is with hitting. You have Bruce, Walker, Gosselin, Hazley or Quinn, possibly Andrew Knapp. You have guys that can actually get guys in. And that's exactly what we need. I'm not too worried about, the depth of this team hitting-wise. Does the bullpen bother me a little bit still? Yeah, I mean, they let up a couple runs yesterday. They let up a couple guys get in. But in all honesty, other than what? Other than Phelps, nobody allowed a hit from our bullpen. Romero, Hunter, Neris, Parker, they didn't allow a hit. I mean, you're not allowing a hit. These guys went, innings. They didn't, Eflin only pitched 6. Yes, I know there's a 9-inning game, but this game went 10. The bullpen had to go through 4 innings by themselves. And Soto came up 2 or 3 times within those 5 innings. Soto is unbelievable. I hate him because he's great, but he's batting .354 and Trey Turner's batting .366. Other than that, this lineup is pretty for the Nationals. But those 2 alone, to strike them out, how many times? They struck out once, but they were 4 of the 5 runs that the Nationals scored, and Trey Turner got an inside the park home run. I mean, Roman Quinn, I understand what Roman was doing. He was trying to make the best play possible, but at that point, I really believe that you should have just, let that hit the wall and catch it off the wall, and he probably would have saved a couple runs. But what are you going to do? Phillies get the win. That's all you can really ask for. We play the Mets today. Let's go. Let's go. I'm loving this Phillies team. I'm loving that I can actually watch baseball and enjoy myself and not have to absolutely pull my hair out after, the 5th or 6th inning when the starters come out, or, we're not hitting right and only Harper and Realmuto are doing anything, because now it's like the whole team is kind of starting to hit, except those guys, but they're still getting on base, so I don't really care. And the bullpen is doing a lot better. We have Arrieta on the mound tonight, I'm pretty sure. It's right here. Pretty sure, Arrieta on the mound today. He had an awful outing at his last time out. Rick Porcello on the mound for the Mets. But we should get the win. It's in Citi Field, 7:10 p.m. start. Let's go, Phillies. Like, comment, and subscribe on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We are 2 subscribers away from 800. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I am out. Peace. Go Phils, baby.